for sure we gave them long enough time to get on. Yeah. Okay. We have to make up a little bit of ground. We're on Mem Gimel Amud Beis. Ki also of the two dots. The middle, like about 15 lines up from the bottom. Yeah, so we're learning all sorts of dinam about koifer. So again, koifer is if you shar gores and kill somebody, so you have to pay koifer. So kiyasar of dimi amar b'yochanan. Koifer, it says koifer. Ma tam loima im koifer. So the pasuk says im koifer yushas alav. Right? If the koifer will be put onto him. So it says koifer. What's im koifer? The rabbis koifer shaloi b'kavana koifer b'kavana. What it's telling you is that you pay koifer shaloi b'kavana, just like you pay koifer with kavana, right? Yeah. So meaning, we had before that you're putter from koifer with shaloi b'kavana. Here, Rab Dimi saying b'shem Rabbi Yochanan that even if you kill shaloi b'kavana, you still have to pay koifer. What about an Eved paying the shloshim sela to the Eved? Im Eved. It also says the same thing. Im Eved. The rabbis Eved shaloi b'kavana ki Eved b'kavana. Does that coming to include that even if you kill an Eved unintentionally, it's as if you killed it intentionally? And if you say, yeah, okay. So he's gonna say that even if you kill an Eved unintentionally, you still have to pay the 30 sela to the boss. So Rish Lakish says that you're potter, right? So we see that you should be a potter. So don't say that you're chayiv. So to Gershon's favorite teretz, Amalei Gavra Karamas. You're asking a kasha from Rabbi Yochanan, from Rish Lakish to Rabbi Yochanan. They're two different opinions. Well, how can you go ask a kasha? Rabbi Yochanan is the one that said that koifer gets paid whether it's intentional or unintentional. So we're saying that it's the same word by Eved, right? And Rish Lakish holds by Eved, unintentional is potter. So it's a kasha. So we're saying, what do you mean? It's like you're asking a kasha from Rish Lakish and Rabbi Yochanan. They never agree, kamat. So what are you asking? So ki also Rabban Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Eved matam lemer im Eved. The rabbis Eved shaloi b'kavana ke Eved b'kavana. Okay, so you see very clear that Rabbi Yochanan holds that Eved, you do taka have to pay, even if it's unintentional. Okay, so Gemara asks on now on Rish Lakish. Rish Lakish nami name of the Eved im Eved loy darish koifer im koifer nami loy darish. So according to Rabbi Rish Lakish, so how come you hold that by an Eved you only pay if it's intentional, but if it's unintentional you don't pay? So koifer should be the same thing. Well, answers Amri, loy, it's not true. Eved, im Eved loy darish, koifer im koifer darish. Rish Lakish says no, I'm going to darshan the word Eved and the word im Eved, but by koifer, I'm sorry, I'm not going to darshan the word Eved and the word im Eved, but by koifer, I'm going to darshan the word koifer and im koifer. Umayshna, how come you darshan one and not the other? Eved im Eved like Makim Tashlumin. When it says Eved and im Eved, that's not in the psukim of when it says how much you have to pay. It's a different place. But koifer im koifer ksib b'makom tashlumin, that says it in the makom of tashlumin. So memela, that's why you would dash it, because the whole point is, do you have to pay? Do you not have to pay? So koifer in koifer is said by the place. Excuse me. Is said by the tashlumin. So okay, so that must be coming to tell you that even unintentionally you have to pay koifer. Eved im Eved is not said there, so you don't have to say that. Yeah. Fine.
The opposite. Doesn't the psukim say that when it comes to im Eved, it talks about shoshim kesef?
What do you mean? By Eved?
Yeah.
It
Because
does. It doesn't say it in the psukim.
No, it is in the pasuk of Tashlumim, but the im is referring to the Eved. Kaifer is a Tashlumim, so the im is referring to Tashlumim.
Right.
Essentially, they're arguing about what Avi's saying. What is considered the Makom Tashlumim?
Right.
The im by Eved is in a pasuk of Tashlum.
The im Eved is not referring to the Eved's payments. It said if the Eved is has a pasuk go, if he gores an Eved, right? That's what it is, right? I don't remember the
Then he has
you
to
have
pay
it on the
Shloshim
side of your
shtarim.
Gemara?
I'm looking for it. Yeah, im
Eved
Eved
Yigach Hashayr.
Yigach Im Eved Yigach Hashar I Amma Kesef Shloshim Shkalim Yitin Ladayna. But by Kaifer, it's im Kaifer Yusha Salah. So by Kaifer, it's saying if this Kaifer that you place on him, so that's you're putting Kaifer onto him as a payment. By the Eved, it's talking about the description of the story. So there, even though you're right, Avi, 5 words later, it's talking about the payment, right? But I guess we do get technical. Yeah. Okay. So that's why Rish Lakish Darshan's one and not the other. Fine. And it says the same thing if the animal gores a son or a daughter, meaning that are ketanim, right? Then you have to pay koifer. So Tana Rabbanan. Oy ben yigach, oy bas yigach. When it says a son you should gore, a daughter you should gore, l'chayim ala ketanim ki gedolim, it's l'chayim you on paying for ketanim ki gedolim. So the pasuk is beferish a pasuk. Then the Gemara asks, why do you need a pasuk for it? It should be fairly understood without a pasuk. V'aloydinu isn't a kavachomer. Hoyo b'chayiv adam ba'adam. A person is chayiv for goring. I mean he's not. I mean he's chayiv. I mean his animal gored. So adam gores a person b'chayiv shar ba'adam, and a shar is also meaning a person is chayiv for killing a person, and he's also chayiv for his shar killing a person. When a man kills a person, there's no difference whether you killed a katan or a gadol, right? As long as the baby is over 30 days old, you're chayiv misa for that, right? So when a shar kills, there's also no difference between a katan or a gadol, right? That's kal v'chomer number 1. Yeah, very, very straightforward. If a person kills a person, there's no difference between whether it's a gadol or a katan, and a shar is the same thing, right? So we're not gonna be mechalik between a shar and killing a person or a person killing a person. That's one. Another kavachomer, when a person kills a person, where if a katan kills, he's not like a gadol, right? A katan that kills is potter. But you are chayiv for killing a katan like a gadol, right? Meaning again, a katan kills, he's potter. A gadol kills, he's chayiv. You kill a katan, you're chayiv. Kill a gadol, you're chayiv. On Tamid Aleph. So shar ba'adam sha'asa ba'kitanim ki gedolim. So a shar that kills a person, right? Ketanim are just like gedolim. Ein edin shechayiv ala ketanim ki gedolim. Is in the kal v'chomer that you're going to be chayiv on ketanim like gedolim, right? For killing them. So basically, the Gemara is saying you have 2 kal v'chomers, right? You have 2 kal v'chomers that tell you that you're going to be chayiv. Your shar should be chayiv for killing a katan, right? So the Gemara says, "Loi im amrid adam ba'adam shekain chayiv ba'arba dvarim." Maybe an adam is chayiv for a person on an adam because we know that a man has to pay 4 damages. Nezek is, you always have to pay tsar, ripoy, sheves, and baishes. Right, Adam has to pay a gadol. Tamer b'shar, she'ein chayiv dal dvarim. A shor does not have to pay dal dvarim. Right, meaning that would slug up your kal v'chaymer. You can't bring a kal v'chaymer from a person to a shor. Maybe the reason why a man is chayiv if he gores a man, if he kills a man, is because he has a chumrah of daled dvarim. A shor doesn't have that chumrah. Tamar loymar, ben yigach, bas yigach, l'chayiv ala ketanim ki gedolim. That's mechayiv on ketanim like gedolim. Right, so you need the pasuk. I mean, you can't learn from the kal v'chaymer. Okay, vainly ala b'muad. This only.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a short that a short cotton gets killed for killing a person. So you have a pasuk. So what are we trying to learn a kal v'chaymer for? If you have a pasuk.
No, not a shor katan. A shor that kills a katan. The pasuk's telling you, you're chayiv for that. Right? The pasuk is telling you that you're chayiv for a shor goring a katan, which we thought we can learn out from a kal v'chaymer. Right? So the Gemara is saying you can't learn out from a kal v'chaymer. So that's why you need the pasuk. Right? So that's but then the Gemara is asking now. The Gemara is asking, that's all mainly ala b'muadim, the tamina, and that's only if it's a muad. What about a tam? Right? So the Gemara answers, dinhu. It's a. You can learn it as a. Now this din here doesn't mean kal v'chaymer. This is a mamatzinu. Hoyel v'chayev v'ish v'isha. So a shor is chayev for killing a man or a woman. V'chayev v'ben or bas, and it's chayev for a son and a daughter. Right? Meaning ketanim. When it kills a man or a woman, there's no difference between tam and muad. Same thing, when it kills a ben and a bas, there's no difference between whether it's tam and a muad. Right? That's a mamatzino. Right? We're not going to differentiate with tam and muad. Just like you chayev for tam, muad, you're going to be chayev for tam also. And there's another kal v'chaymer. Ma ish v'isha shekain hara koichem b'nizakim. Ish v'isha have a weak hand when it comes to nizakim, right? Because, meaning they're chayiv for everything. Loy chalakta boy ben tam lemuad, and you don't differentiate between tam and muad, and they're both chayiv. Ben ubas sheyafa koichem b'nizakim. A son and a daughter who are less than bar mitzvah, who have good koyach with nizakim, and a din shalei tachlik ben tam lemuad is in the kal v'chaymer that we're not going to differentiate between a tam and a muad. Right, so we have a kal v'chaymer. Right, the kal v'chaymer is that a man and a woman who are chayiv to pay for everything, and there's no difference between tam and muad. So ben and bas, who are actually not chayiv to pay for anything, then for sure there would be no difference between tam and a muad. Yeah, fine. So amrit, which is, okay, let's see the kasha on it. Amrit, chidanin kal mechomer lahachmer. Here's a case where we should use the parentheses. It's helpful to understand it. Chidanin kal mechomer lahachmer. Do we say a kal from a chomer to be machmer alav? Meaning, im hichmer b'muad. I'm reading the parentheses. Im hichmer b'muad hachomer. If you're going to be machmer with muad, which is more strict, and we're going to say that a muad is chayav for killing kids, tachmer b'tam hakal, are you going to be machmer by a tam that's more mekel? Doesn't make sense. Meaning, you're trying to say that we're going to learn out from a muad that a tam is chayav. Meaning, maybe muad, the reason why a muad is chayav for killing minors is because it's muad. What's that going to tell us? Tam. Maybe tam is anyways more lenient. So who says you're going to be chayiv for killing children if it's just a tam, right? V'oid and then further, right? I mean that's to get away with the mematzino. And this from the Kavachomer, if you're gonna say that by a tam, right? That a tam kills a man and a woman, it's chayiv, they're chayiv to pay. But a man and a woman are mechuyev to do mitzvahs. Tamer ben ubash paturim in mitzvahs. A ben and a bas are patur from mitzvahs. So maybe the tam wouldn't be chayiv for killing somebody who's patur of mitzvahs. Meaning, again, we've had this concept a couple of times. What's the loss? What's the loss of somebody who is not mechuyev to do mitzvahs dies? Maybe it's not as big a loss, so you wouldn't be as liable, right? You kill an adult, so now you have one less person in the world doing mitzvahs. If you kill a katan, yes, you have one less person doing mitzvahs. So they weren't mechuyev to do mitzvahs. So therefore, we would not learn out these limudim. So Tamalamer, I ben yigach, I bas yigach, negicha betam. It says I ban yigach, I bas yigach, right? Now, what are we going to say? Negicha batam, negicha b'muad, and it's referring to.
But we can kill people who don't do mitzvahs. Is that what the Gemara is saying?
The Gemara is saying is a havamina. The Gemara is saying is a havamina. Maybe you can't kill them. If you kill them,
Why not? They're doing damage to the world. One should kill them. They're not only not doing, they're doing a virus. You should kill them because they're damaging the world.
Why they're not damaging the world?
Yes, they are, because Hashem made the world. People should do mitzvahs, and these people are damaging the world, so you should kill them. That's what the Gemara is saying to me.
Yeah, I can hear.
No, the Gemara wants to have so much rachmanis on an idiotic shore.
Yeah, no, but it's saying that you would think that if they were killed, right? If they were killed, so then you wouldn't be liable because they're not doing mitzvahs anyways. That's all it's saying. That's all it's saying. That's what you would think.
Baruch Hashem, I say to myself, I never thought that in my life, and I still don't think it after this blot.
I'm happy. I'm happy that's the case. Yes, I'm sorry for ruining your innocence. Yeah, masking.
So, I hope I still have some whipped cream left to put on my ice cream after this year. That's all I hope.
I hope so. You deserve it. You got a cherry for it on top?
No, cherry I don't have, but I think there's still whipped cream in the fridge.
Maybe Naftali can bring you a cherry from his travels from Muncie, left over from the offer or something.
If I pass by a place, I'll pick one up for him.
Well, you're not home yet?
I'm not home yet.
Didn't we start this year at 7:45 because of you?
No. I hear.
Yes, we can't count on him. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Anyway, so the pasuk says, "Tamalei ben yigach bas yigach." That's why we need a pasuk to tell you that you're chayiv on a daughter and a son. Negicha batam, negicha b'muad. There's negicha batam and negicha b'muad. Negicha l'misa, negicha l'nezakin, and there's a negicha for misa, and there's a negicha for damages. Right? Yeah. So meaning you're chayiv whether the animal, the shark, killed the cotton or only damaged the cotton. You're chayiv for everything on a cotton. Okay. Now we're on the Mishnah. Yeah, Mishnah Memdalar Merav. Yeah. Shor shayim eschachik l'koisav. So a shor was scratching itself on a wall, the nafal ala adam, and then the wall fell on the person. Right? That's one case. No, second case. Nischamen laragas a behema v'haragas adam. It was trying to kill a behema, and it killed a person. The Knani, v'harag ben Yisrael. It was killing a Knani, and it also killed a Yisrael. Not also. It was trying to kill a guy, and it killed a Yid. The Nephilim. It was trying to kill a Nephil, meaning a baby that's not going to live. V'harag ben Kayama, and it killed a baby that was going to live. So there's 4 cases. Meaning, basically, it killed.
And it knows this how exactly?
What?
exactly does the shard know that it's a nafel?
How does the shor know that it's a nafel? I don't think it makes a difference if it knows or it doesn't know. I think. My Grata was wondering this, but I think, Peretz, I think it doesn't mean that it knows, even though we've had Gemaras where it sounds like they do know. They know the difference between a Yid and a Goy and Shabbos, wearing Shabbos clothing, not wearing Shabbos clothing. Maybe they just don't make the shores nowadays like they used to. I don't know. Maybe Rachamim can shed some light on that.
I don't think in context that's what this means. We can see what it was aiming for when it took its run up to gore, and it ended up goring something else.
Yeah, it was trying to ram its head into, I don't know, into a, and it ran itself something else.
That baby was Nebuchadnezzar. The show don't know it.
So
But
then
that-
it shouldn't
that
say
baby never
niskaven.
presented-
Then. It shouldn't say niskaven.
Why? And the kavana was to do. He doesn't know what he was doing, but he was going after this one. Meaning the point is that what it intended to do would not have been mechayev anything. Right? If somebody kills a nefel, he's potter. Right?
Okay,
Even
so
if
what's the difference? What the kavana was? Shar shenagach nafel potter.
Parrots, what's if the other way? A guy's trying to kill a baby that's going to stay alive and ends up killing a nefel. So he's not
To
chayiv.
make a difference, what he was, and let's say he was intending to go after the nafel. There's only nafels in that room.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
Right. So it's enemies. It ends up
Shar
being
shenagach nafel. Shar shenagach knani. Shar shenagach this.
No.
It doesn't matter what the kavana is.
no, because it ended up killing somebody that was a ben kayama.
I
It was
understand, but
Was trying to do one thing, and it didn't. They went and did another. It was trying to do something that it would be potter.
okay, I got it.
Right. Yeah. So, anyways, it's interesting because the Gemara brings 4 cases, and this I think plays into your kasha. Parrots. Why the Gemara does not ask? We'll give you a little preview. The Gemara does not ask why we need 4 cases. Right? Doesn't seem the Gemara, right? Well, usually the first question Gemara says, why do I need 4 cases? Right? Gemara doesn't ask that. So I don't know. Maybe there's a chiddush in each one that we're just not getting. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm a Shmuel. Potter mi Misa, then we're back to our Kaifer again. So the Potter from Misa, meaning because you killed unintentionally, even though you were killing intentionally, but you were killing something you'd be Potter from. So, but Shmuel says you're Potter from Misa, but you ain't getting away from your Kaifer. Right? Your Kaifer, Chayev b'Kaifer. But Rav Amar Potter mizeh mizeh. Rav says you're Potter from both. So when I ask Vamai, ha tam who, but it's a tam, right? Why should you have to pay Kaifer? Right? We don't pay Kaifer for tam, you only pay Kaifer for muad. When I answer because Amar but muad lipal al b'nei adam b'bayros. It's a muad to fall on people in bayros. Meaning this is a case in a couple of blocks from now where Rav says there's such a thing as a shar that became a muad to fall into bayros. I think it's sort of like the clumsy shar syndrome or something like that. Meaning this thing keeps on falling into bayros and killing people, which is clearly unintentional. But he's doing it so much that it becomes intentional. Right? So b'muad lipal ha'bnei adam b'bayros. Ha'chanami b'muad l'schachich ha'bnei adam b'ksalim. It became a muad to scratch itself against walls that kill people, which is very hard to understand. How do you become a muad? But whatever, the same way the Gemara says it there by the bar, it's certainly going to say it over here. Right? Meaning we're saying that this shar sees a person, then it chaps a taiva, and it goes and scratches its back against the wall, and then the wall falls on people. That's this shar's mishagas. Right? So that's how it's a muad. So Gemara says, okay, so if it's a muad,
there's another proof of how close Rav and Shmuel were. We asked the kasha on Shmuel, we're using Rav to answer it.
Right, that's true. Good point. Right, good point. Right, we're using Rav's to prove Shmuel's point.
Gash
Correct.
and I help you out sometimes. Doesn't mean we're close. How's that, right? We're close.
I think that came before, though. You don't need a proof for that.
Yeah. So the Gemara asks, okay, Ihachi Barkatalahu. Right? I'm sorry, Ihachi Barkatalahu. So if he did it Bemuitz and then he's Chayiv Misa, why are you saying he's Potter? Bishlam Hasam, the Chazah there by Rab's case, where it keeps falling into the bar, is the Chazah Yeroika of an Uffel. You see, he sees some Yarek, some vegetables in the bar. He's walking by this bar. He looks down the animal. He sees up as some growth. So he tries to reach in there and get it, and he keeps falling down on top of people in the bar. Fine, but here, by scraping himself, whatever, scratching himself, right? Why should you say that he's not he's not killed? Meaning, by Rab's case of the shar falling into the bar, we can't necessarily say that he's looking to kill people, but by scratching himself against the wall, why shouldn't he die? So we say, so we say, no, he's scratching himself against the wall for his hana. He's not doing it to purposely kill. Right? So it comes out again, this is like another one of these weird situations where it's a mu'id, but it's a mu'id shaloi bekavana, so mamela it's not going to get killed. But it's going to pay kaifa. It's hard to understand exactly where you're drawing the line to split everything here. Right? So I'm saying, how do you know that the shar is scratching itself because it's getting a benefit? So the reason is the boss of the novel comes because even after the wall fell down, he's still scratching himself. So if it would be intentional that he's scratching himself against the wall in order for the wall to fall on the person, well, now the person's dead. So then why are you still scratching yourself? Elamai, the shar is still scratching itself? It did it because it needed to scratch itself. It happens to be that he keeps killing people when he does it. On Talmud Beis. So Gemara says, still, Akati Tzroirus Ninhu. This is only Tzroirus, because how's the shar killing? He's scratching himself against the wall. So then there's bricks, right? You have the bricks, and the bricks fall down and kill. That's Tzroirus, that's indirect. Right? So we know that Tzroirus, you only pay Chatzi Nezek. So Mari Breder of Kahana, the Kazal Mine Mine. No, he keeps pushing the bricks. Right? Meaning it's not like he just scratches himself and the wall falls down. He keeps pushing himself against it, so it's like a direct hit onto the person. Tani comes
Why
in.
is that an einus?
What?
Why is that not an einus? Shouldn't the guy on the other end of the wall run away?
I don't know.
It's a gradual process here. The guy just stood there.
Maybe it wasn't so gradual. Maybe it was like an offensive tackle, pushing.
Even so, it's not immediate. It's enough of it's not.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I thought that's it happened so fast that you can't blame the guy for not leaving. Okay, Tani Kabasei the Shmuel the Rab. We have a price like Shmuel and a Kash on Rab. Again, Shmuel says Yechayev Koifer, even though the shor is not going to die, and Shmuel said it's potter from Koifer also. Yesh Chayev b'Misa v'Koifer for Yesh Chayev b'Koifer. The Gemara's the Bryce is going through a few different scenarios. Yesh Chayev b'Misa v'Koifer. Those that are Chayev Misa and Koifer. Yesh Chayev b'Koifer u'Potter b'Misa, and those that are Chayev and Koifer and Potter from Misa. Yesh Chayev b'Misa u'Potter and Koifer, and those that are Chayev Misa and Potter from Koifer. Yesh Potter Misa and Misa. So you have 4 variables: all in, all out, half, and each one has a half. Right? Those are the 4 variables. Yeah. Misa and Koifer Chayev, Chayev Koifer Potter Misa, Chayev Misa Potter Koifer, Potter both. What are the scenarios? Haketzad muad b'kavana. If it's a muad intentionally, Chayev Misa u'b'Koifer. It's Chayev Misa and Koifer, meaning not the person, not Chayev Misa. The shor is Chayev Misa. Shaloi b'kavana, chayev b'koifer, potter mimisa. Tam b'kavana, a tam that kills b'kavana is chayev b'misa, but it's potter from koifer because it's a tam. Tam shaloi b'kavana is potter mizah and mizah. Is potter from both. Right? So what do you see from here? That there's a case that he pays koifer even though he is potter. That's like Shmuel. That's a brisa like Shmuel. Banizakin shaleva kavana. What about damaging shaleva kavana? Rabbi Yehuda Mechayev, Rabbi Shimon Paiter. Rabbi Yehuda says chayev, Rabbi Shimon says potter. My time at Rabbi Yehuda. What's Rabbi Yehuda's reason? Because he learns it out from koifer. Ma koifer shaleva kavana chayev. By koifer, shaleva kavana is chayev. Afan izakin mean according to Shmuel. So afan izakin nami shaleva kavana chayev. Even when you damage, when the shor damages shaleva kavana, he's chayev. Reb Shimon yolav mikatli the shor. Reb Shimon learns it out from the killing of the shor, not from koifer. Ma katlu shaleva kavana potter. If the shor kills without kavana, he's not going to get killed. Nizakin shaleva kavana potter. So nizakin shaleva kavana is also potter. Okay. Rabbi Yehuda nami leilach mikatli. Why is Rabbi Yehuda learning out from koifer? Why is he learning out from the killing? Done in tashlumin mitashlumin. We'd rather learn out payment from payment than done in tashlumin misa. We don't want to learn out tashlumin from misa. Okay, Reb Shimon nami neilach mikayfer. So Reb Shimon, why does he learn out from koifer? Why does he learn it out from the killing? Done in chiyuv deshar. We're going to learn out chiyuv of shar from chiyuv of shar. Lafuke koifer the chiyuv the bailim. Koifer is not a chiyuv of the shor. Koifer is a chiyuv on the bailim. So therefore, it's a different thing. So we don't want to learn out from that. Okay. The scham alarg is a behema vargas adam potter. The guy had kavana to kill a behema and kill the person. He sees potter. On the scham alarg is a varg is a chayiv mashma that if he had kavana to kill this one, and he killed another one. So this parent, I think, gets into what you were asking. That meaning the cases in the Mishnah is where what he was trying to damage or kill, he would have been potter on. And then he went and killed somebody's chayiv. And mashma, if he was going after a baby that was older than 30 days, and he killed a different baby older than 30 days, then he would be bothered to be chayiv. Oh, it was unintentional. He was trying to kill this other baby, and he killed this baby. Yeah? So Masnisan the like Reb Shimon. If that's the case, our mission's not like Reb Shimon, which we had last week. The Tanya Reb Shimon Omer, I feel in the Scham potter. Even if he has kavana to kill this one and he kills another one, he's potter. My time is Reb Shimon. Why does Reb Shimon hold that he's potter? The Amar Kra Hashar Yisaka v'Gam Balav Yumas. The shor gets skila and the bailim also die. Now, what does that mean? The bailim die. We're always saying that a Baal never dies if the shor kills. Right? So Kemisas Bailam Kaf Misas Ashor. We're saying that the same way the Bailam die, that's the way the shor dies. Ma Bailam Adam B'Chaven. Bailam don't get killed until he does it with Kavana, meaning he kills the person he intended to kill. Avshor Nami Adam B'Chaven. Also shor is until he's mechaven, right? This is unfortunately negeya, right? To the saying they unintentionally killed Nebuch, as they'll talk about it. Sorry, it's crazy, but they unintentionally killed other Yidden. Can you think of anything worse than that? Right? They thought
it wasn't unintentional. It was intentional, but they didn't know that it was them.
Exactly, it's exactly the case we're talking about. According to Reb Shimon, their potter, their kavana was to kill a terrorist, and they Nebuch killed a Yid. Right? It's exactly the case. Right? I think it's exactly the case. Yeah. Ubailim kufayim inolan, and how to by the bailim, that how do we know he himself is potter? Meaning, Reb Shimon is saying that you know that if a shor, that the same way a human kills the wrong human, he's potter. So too, if a shor kills the wrong shor or human, he's potter. So how do you know that the human is potter? Makrav, Arav loy b'kamalov. He has to. Arav loy means he premeditated. right? And then he stood on him, which means Achi Yischaben Loi. He has to have Kavanah to actually go after the guy who he intended to kill. Okay, the Rabbanon who disagree, because the Rabbanon hold that the Chayiv. Rabbanon Hai V'arav Loi Mayav delay. What do they do with it? Amri Devei Rav Yanai Prat L'Zayrik Evan L'Goy. It's not, doesn't mean a goy, right? It's talking about coming to exclude somebody who throws a stone into a group of people, right? Meaning you have Yid in there and Goyim there, right? And he threw a stone in there. So that is not considered intentionally killing anybody. And Mamela, he'd be potter on that. So what's the Gemara says, hey, then what's the case? If in this group of people there were 9 Goyim and 1 Yid, and there was, again, I'm sorry, 9 Goyim and 1 Yisrael between them, typically the Ruba Kananim. Why don't you just say that it's Rav Kananim, right? Inami or Palgo, or you could say that it's half 50-50, and we know Safik Nefashas Lahako, because 50-50, and it's a Safik Nefashas, so then we're going to go Lakula. Right, so what exactly is the case?
What does that mean? What does that mean we go Lakula? What does that mean?
Well,
what does that mean? I don't understand what
normally a Safik 50-50, you're going to go Lachumra.
Right.
If you have a Rav, you go with the Rav, right? So here it's 50-50. It should be Mechza. You should say, okay, you got to get killed, right? So we say by anytime there's a suffix, by whether you mechuyev to kill somebody, we always go lakul and we don't kill it.
Who is killing who? I don't understand.
This guy threw a stone into a crowd of people.
Right.
He wasn't intending to kill anybody specifically, but then it killed the Yid.
So what do you mean we go lakula? He's potter. That's what it means.
Potter, yeah, potter. Yeah. It's that he's potter.
I didn't know we'd be in the middle of a war now, but 7 years ago I wrote in the Gemara when Begin blew up the King David Hotel. I think there was a few Yidden in the hotel also.
Haka?
I think so. I have to read it again. I haven't read it in a while. So
this door probably don't even know what you're talking about, right? But then we're not going to pull. Yeah. Whatever.
You talking about the airport? You talking about the airport in Israel?
Just
What?
prove your point.
Talking about the hotel in Yerushalayim.
I thought you were talking about Ben Gurion Airport.
What? King David.
King David Hotel.
That is not good, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So whatever, we be something the Fashas Akal. So then what's the case? Like Tzricha Diga Tisha Yisraelim. Ve'echad Kanani. We're talking about, we know in this crowd there were 9 Yidden, 1 guy, the Afagav the Ruba Yisraelim Ninu. Even though it's a majority Yidden, Kivan Dika Chada Kanani Binayu, since there was 1 guy, Havi like Kavua, that's considered a Kavua. Right? Meaning it's considered they were all in one place. And therefore, anything that's kavua makes it into a 50-50, the Safik Nefashas Lahako. And it's Safik Nefashas Lahako. Right? Which, I can't say. Meaning, it's 9 Yidin, 1 guy. So you think, okay, he's trying to kill the majority. If he's throwing a rock in a crowd and 9 of them are Yidin, so the Pashas is we say that he's trying to kill a Yid. So we're saying no. Why? Because there was, as long as there was 1 guy there, we say it's considered like 50-50. So therefore, since it's 50-50, then we're going to say Safik Nefashas Lahakol. Right?
Is the guy Ladam allowed to kill him?
No idea. I don't know.
It's Karev Lamezid, L'chayra, no? Just because we say Safik Nefashas Lahakol, still Karev Lamezid.
It is called Lamezid, yeah.
So it's amazing that we give the guy so much zechusim here. And we only took the case of 10, or 9 and 1. If it was more, we'd still say that. It seems like
Yeah, I don't know. Right. I just don't understand, why is it kavua?
Yeah.
Is it talking about where it was in a house? He threw it into a house, or they're standing in the street? Shouldn't it be if in the street?
Oh, even in the street.
Why is it kavua?
You have a
'Cause they're
family
not
with their
punished from
nanny.
anything.
Yeah, you have a family with their nanny. You could say, oh, he was trying to kill the nanny.
Well, we don't know exactly who was trying to kill, but yeah, I hear.
They're not parush. They're gathered together.
Right.
This is the opposite of Achar Rabim Lahatos. You know, just the opposite.
That's the point. Achram Latis is with parush.
Right. So this is considered kavua. Why is it considered kavua? Because a human is by definition considered kavua.
No, because they gathered together. He
Why
threw
that
it
be
into a
kavua?
gathering. That gathering is what we're talking about. Gathering. Each person in the gathering is kavua in the gathering. They're not parush from the gathering.
I hear. I don't know. I'm not okay. I don't understand why that is, but fine. I take your word for it. Yeah. Okay. One more. Let's do this next tomorrow is pretty easy. Shara Isha. So the shara belongs to a woman, shara Yisaimim to a Yasam, an apotropis, shara midbar, shara hektish, shara hager shemes, vein lo yarshin, hare elu chayav and misa. They're all chayav misa. Right? Meaning, so the shar for all these 7 things, the shar is chayav misa. If Yudam is shara midbar, which is just a wild shar, shara hektish and shara hager shemes peturim in a misa. Because I'm sorry, they don't have.
Actually, maybe you should put out the cigarette. No.
You should know it's psychologically. It's a yeah.
You're trying to prove that over Zoom you can say amen.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's a machlokes about midbar and ger and hektish, whether you potter, because it doesn't have violence. So Tanarabon. Shar, it says shar, shiva. It says it 7 times. Lavi shara isha, shara yasaimim, shara patropis, shara midbar, shara hektish, shara ger shemes, ve'ein lo yarshim. Right? Right. So that's why how it says shar 7 times. Rabbi Yehuda shara midbar, shara hektish, shara ger. Shemes ve'ein lo yarshim. There's no, the ger doesn't have any yarshim. Peturim in amisa, vishen lo balim, because they don't have owners. Right. So now what's going on? So Amar Rav Huna Pater Haya Rabbi Yehuda Afilu Nogach Ulabasai Fiktish. Rabbi Yehuda says it's Pater, even after the guy is shar gored, he quickly makes it hektish. Right. We're talking about this is a wise guy. He's shar gores. He says, "Oh boy, my shor is going to be chayiv misa. I might as well just quickly make it hektish." Rabbi Yehuda would say it's potter then. Nogach b'soif hifker, and the same thing. He would and the same thing. If it gored and then he made it hefker, it wouldn't be chayiv misa. Mimai. How does he know? But the Ketani Tarti, the Gemara says the Mishnah says 2 cases: shara midbar v'shara ger shemes and layoshim. Shar hager shemes, mind you. What do we thought? What do you mean a shar hager shemes? The kibbutz ain't lo yarshin. How will they shar hefker? If there's no yarshim, isn't it hefker? Why are you saying 2 cases? Shar hefker, or really shar midbar, and then a shar of a ger ain't lo yarshim. That's hefker. Hainu shar midbar, hainu shar hager shemes ain't lo yarshim. Elalav hakamash ulanda filu nagal b'soif hektish nagal b'soif hefker. Shmami no, it's coming to teach you a chiddush that even if the guy made it hefker, he's getting away with it. If he's doing it, I don't know if he's getting the Tzaddik of the Year award, but he's going to get away with it.
Rich Yaakov, isn't there a chiyuv shmira on for hegdish while it's in your possession? What does it mean? There's no bailam on it. Who's supposed to watch it while it's hegdish?
You're supposed to watch it, but the bottom line is it's not your responsibility. I think it's just there's no owners.
But who's responsible for it? Don't you have to deliver it over to hegdish, and before you do that, you're responsible for it? I mean, what's supposed to happen?
You are responsible, but at the end of the day, I think it's just a technical thing based on the psukim, right? Based on the shari. The bottom line is, or based on the lashon of the Mishnah.
I think it's not hefker. It's not a hefker animal.
Right, but it doesn't have an owner. And I
Okay.
guess the Rebbeinu Shalom is not considered the owner. I guess.
Right.
Right? Hektish is not
The
considered the owner.
Rebbeinu Shalom is also the owner of the Shor Shel Hefker.
True. Yeah. Okay. Tani Nami. Hochi Yesar Al Kain Amr of Yehuda Afilu Nagal L'Sayf Hiktish Nagal L'Sayf Hifker Potter Shenem Revuad B'Bala V'Himis Hachate Misa V'Amada B'Din Shavin Ke'echad, until you have the Misa and the Din. When it goes to Din, when they judge this Shor, they have to be Shavin Ke'echad, meaning they have to have the same owner. So you want to ask, the Gemar Din Loi Behinon, you don't need to have the owner by the Gemar Din just once it goes to Bezdin. Mashma from the Gemara to Margamar, once it goes to Bezdin and then he makes it Hefker, it's still going to get killed. But the Gemara is saying, no, it needs to have that ownership all the way through the Gemar Din, through the end of the court case. Gemar Din Loi Behinon, V'hashar Yisakal Gemar Din, who it's a Gemar Din. So Gemara answers, Elahema, so change it. Elahema Achitein Misa V'amada B'Din, U Gemar Din, Shavin Ke'echad, until they're all. So you need to have that. You need to, if he makes it Taka Hefker in the middle of the court case, and Taka, according to Rabbi Yehuda, it will not get killed. Okay, let's stop over here. Let's do a Tillim. Pay Gimel. Shimas Bala Asaf, Elohim Adam Ilach HaTecharash VaTishkag El. Kina Yevecha Yamon Musanecha Nasurash, Alamecha Yavim Musayr Yisiatu Altzmanecha. Amru Lechuban Akidim Legoy V'lo Yisach Hashem Yisrael Oid Kinoyet Ulu Yachta V'alecha B'Sichraisu. Alei Adam Yishmael Mayav Agrim. Dvol V'aman V'amalek Koleshes and Yosh Vitzal Gam Asher Nilba Imam. Ho Yisrael Avnei Latzel Aselim Kimidyon Kisisor Kiyavam Nacha Kisha Nishmudu Ve'indar. Ho Yudam La Adama Shisaymoy Neviveimoy Ka'oire V'Chazev. Asher Amru Yishalanu Eis Noitzilihim. Alayhashi Sema Kagago Kakashal Fineguach Keishtavar Yor Pulava Talai Tarim. Kaintir the fame Besarach with Safosal Sivalim, Balay Fine and calling Vachashim Khad. Noi Yevosh Vivalo Adea Yachru Yevedu Yedu Kiantashim Khad Badecha. Olyana Kolorat, Afina Kovesi Saman, the Silva Silva Shiva, the name of Yom Vein Abosh, Makim Lachim Alayim. Yetsim it's all the Racham and Fela Lord, Meshibit Gula, Hashtava, Agolov is my Karib and Mar Gomeh.
Right.
A good Vach, a good Yar,
Oh,
Faidish.
Aaron,
yes, sir.
I had a thought while you were asking on Amud Aleph, on the Ktanim, they have less value. There's a Ramban, I think in Parshas Yisro, but I'm not sure where exactly. He asks why, if someone is over in Isra Asay, Lava B'Mechlal Asay, there's no Malchus. So there's various, he gives 4 answers, I think, but one of his answers are, because Malchus is given for a lav, because that's the value of an Einish of a lav. The Asay could be worth more than that. So you can't give Malchus because it would patter him up with something of lesser value.
Less value.
Yeah. Right. So we don't know. But all we know is that the value of Kaifer is for a Gadol. It could be that a Katan is more, it could be less. We don't know. That's the point. It's not that he himself has less value. But the value of the Einish for that, we just don't know.
Okay, thank you. It's a machshava.
Yeah. I had another one. While we were talking about the Kvias of 9 and 1, the group of people, I went to use the bathroom. And because it's such a Kvias by me, I put the tablet down, and instead of taking my earpiece out, which is what I can't take into the bathroom, I took my glasses off. I took 3 steps. I'm like, I can't see, but I can still hear the shear. What's going on?
Okay. I guess it depends where we're up to, right?
Yeah, but that's a Kvias.
Gershon, it's a life. It's 50 years ago. So in 1969, and we were in Eretz Yisrael for a few weeks. So anyway, Ephraim Katkis was learning in Hebron then. So there was a Eloi, a Michigan Eloi in Hebron. He used to take in Divrei Torah into the bathroom. from current Gedolim. So he used to say, if I could go into the basic Kisei with the authors, I could go in with his Torah too. Yeah, that was. I didn't know the first. I just know I was told that that's what one of his sayings. You know?
Yeah. Parents is still recording, by the way.